What is up, everybody? It's your boy AJ Tip, and welcome to Big Brother Weekend Review Week 5. This week was an absolutely incredible week. Let's go back to last Thursday, right? We had the six shooters going up against Nick and Bella, which they didn't have to, by the way. They really didn't have to. You know, I don't know. It's almost was just like it's like they really truly they wanted to draw that line in that sand. But when they did, they made an enemy out of Cliff. See, they've had this weird thing in their head that they could easily just pull David back. They could just pull David into their alliance, and that wasn't going to happen. David, he was going to go after them, and and I'm not sure why they had that thought that they could do that. So whatever, they decided to draw the line in the sand against Nick and Bella, and they voted out Cliff instead of Nicole without telling them. And that seemed to be the big thing, because I think that it opened a couple of eyes in the house. It opened up Cliff's eyes. It opened up Jess' eyes somewhat. She's still way out of the loop, or she's playing dumb very well. And and it really just it was unnecessary. It really was. So they voted Cliff out. Then Cliff, with the most dominating victory I think in the history of Big Brother, absolutely killed that camp comeback competition, and he got voted out, came right back in, and then Cliff goes out and wins the HOH. So how about that? From the outhouse to the penthouse in less than 4 hours. I mean, that's why this game is so good, because you have things like that happen. And David and Kimmy and Avi all was gone and everything like that. So Avi's power is gone, which I think is good, because I think Avi was on to Jack and Jackson too. So, you know, he was probably going to use their power, his power probably against them maybe. So it's instead of for them. So yeah, we had this, and Cliff won HOH, and they tried to get the things that they wanted them to do, somehow put up Nick and Bella or something like that, or even put up Jackson, and Mickey was Jackson. He was doing something to himself, but he was trying to offer himself up as a pawn, but Cliff put up Jax and Jackson in both, and it was unfortunate. So he puts up Jackson and Jack, and they're the two nominees on the block. We said Christy has this power, but she is now starting to become a little. She's becoming more unglued. She was already unglued by the time she got there, but yeah, she was starting to become unglued, because she did not want to use her power. She did not want to use her power, and I can understand why. I can understand why she doesn't want to use her power. It's for her. It should be. It should be for her. It should be for. It should be to save her, right? Or it should be like it should be like for her to, like, the last week to use it, right? The last week for her to use it, maybe to use it that in that sort of way to maybe make a big power play. Who knows? So I I think you know you know she has all the right to do that. However, and like she said, she made the big mistake by telling everybody. She told Tommy, and then she went around and told everybody else. And she can't keep her mouth shut. She really can't. So she told everybody about her power. So now everybody in her alliance and everybody not in her alliance knows about her power. And so now with Jackson and Jack on the block, there's now this almost scene of saying, well, yeah, she's going to, if we can win this, if we can win this victory, if we can win this veto, you know, we'll, we'll use Christie's power. And she's like, I don't want to use her power. I don't want to use my power and everything. And so it was just a whole thing with her. And then we had Jack. Jack has this other power, that allows you to make a redraw, and and obviously it was from last year, because last year when they were doing the power apps, there was a redraw power app, and it was the worst one out of the three. I mean, I'm surprised Big Brother allowed themselves to not catch that was going to be a horrible power, because the way it's used is that you are to ask for a redraw, and the people that were drawn, can still be picked again, and that doesn't make any sense. I mean, when you want to, when you want to like use the thing so that you could easily, have it in your favor, because it's a very disappointing power. It really is, and that's a fact. Jack used it because Sam was in there, so he used the power, and and then he ended up picking Sam anyway. So that was a horrible power. Everybody said that it was a bad power, and it was absolutely garbage. So yeah, but so they choose for the veto, and and everything's done. And when we come back, it's Mickey. Mickey's won the veto competition, so he's the holder of the power of veto. And at this point, Christie she's really going crazy, because Jack's her guy. Jack's her guy. And Jack and Tommy and Christie, they have a final three. And Jack's her guy. She really enjoys the hell out of Jack. Even though she may not want to admit it, Real, but that's her boy. And and so she's having this humongous breakdown about that, everybody's expecting me to use it, and someone like that. And what's making it worse is that Mickey, not Jack, who did not win the power veto. Jack is just saying, do what's best for your game. He's, but it's Mickey, the one where he's kind of forced. They had a thing up in the have not room where Mickey's just, just being, head on aggressive, and that's not, that's not what, that's not what, what is, needed. It's just turning her off. She said that if Jack had won, she wouldn't use it at all. She wouldn't have used it at all. And she and all this week, she's been, barricading, not barricading, barricading the wrong word, but she's been really just I don't know what the word is. I'm old. I'm 37, guys. You gotta forgive me. But she has been totally just shading. I'll say that, shading Mickey, and and something like that. She told Cliff that Mickey was the one that did the rogue vote, and the one that took the cookie dough, and he's done this just for shits and giggles, just to stir shit up. So she's been talking shit about Mickey to a lot of people, even so much so that it's gotten back to Mickey apparently through Nick. So there's been a lot of iffiness going on. So, but anyway, she was so upset. She wanted to make sure that before she even used her power, that it was going to be okay with Cliff and that she would have the votes. She would have the votes. And Cliff came up with an interesting theory about, well, don't even use your power. I'll just backdoor Bella herself. And I was like, what? When I was listening to this, I was like, what? Really? And at first I was like, okay, I can. This is interesting. This is interesting. This is a pretty interesting move. All he's looking for is safety for a few weeks. Get the jury. I think that's totally. I really thought that was totally fine. Then Christy goes on, and then she starts the retail, and her retails are so dramatic and in such an embellishment of what really happened. Cliff is saying, "I have a bum leg." Cliff never mentioned anything about his leg. He hurt his leg during during the veto count. He never said anything about his hurt leg. He picked up his picture of his family. He never picked up his picture of his family. We never did any of that. So with that, combining with the fact that there was a video going around on Twitter of Nick saying, gas him up, and then, saying that you're going to do it and then you're not going to do it, I started to think, well, I fell for it. Cliff's not going to do this. He's going to, as the old saying goes in Big Brother, right? You can bounce checks in the Big Brother house. So he's going to bounce that check. But then, as the time went on, it did start to seem like that he was really into this. He was talking to Kat, and Kat was really the main one. I think Kat was the one that really told him that he's got to go to her, because I think he could see that it could probably be a tie, right? If Christy used her power to put Bella on the block, it would, he would break the tie, because it would be 10 votes. So that the other 6 shooters, right? Jackson, Holly, Christy, Tommy, and Sis, and Elise, they would vote for Bella. So then who would you have? You'd have Nick, Sam, Jess, and Nicole would vote for, they would vote Jack. And then if Kat would vote Jack, then he would break the tie. However, Kat told him that she would never vote out Jack over Bella, because, and I don't know if she was just playing the game or playing it up or whatever, or if this is really how she feels, but she's not going to do that, because she just feels it would look bad for her to vote out Jack over Bella, because Bella's just a quote unquote worse player, at least a worse person in the Big Brother sense. Worst person in the Big Brother sense, because of what she's done in this game. So I think that turned Cliff around, and Cliff made a handshake deal with Christy that he would backdoor Bella, and that would happen. He has put Bella on the block, and Bella looks to be going home. There was a conversation last night that I think calmed down Nicole, and I think Cole really wants to vote out Jack. But I think that also that what she doesn't want to do, she doesn't want to be on the wrong side. So I think her, Nicole, Christy, Jessica, and Cliff, they had a conversation last night, and I think they talked it through. So I think what you're gonna see is that this is going to be an eviction tonight for Bella. So I think that is what's going to happen. I think we're gonna have a Bella eviction tonight. I would expect it to be 8-2 or 9-1. I think either Sam or Nick. Either Sam and Nick are going to vote for Bella, or it's just going to be Nick. I'm not sure, but I would expect. But there was also a thing they had upstairs in the HOH room where Cliff talked to Kat and Nicole and Jess, and I think they even said that, okay, so this is what y'all looking to keep Jack, vote out Bella. That's fine, but play into the fact of not knowing. So I think that's what's gonna happen. There always could be something. Things could happen today where things could change. Mickey has this thing about, he keeps saying, it's time to play chess, not checkers. And I've said this before. Oh yeah, he's playing chess, but he's doing it on a Parcheesi board. The stuff that he's doing, like there was no need for him to throw a rogue vote. There was no need for him to, to be a part, to want to do the whole six thing and vote out Cliff. And there's no need for him to like eat cookie donuts, and there's no need. Apparently, he was playing up Bella, trying to blindside her, basically saying, saying, oh, I can understand that. And probably he used some type of code word of blueberry pancakes, and that's how you know that, that it was going to be phony. And he's yeah, I am. I was a six shooters person. I was a six shooters person. I really were. I really was. I was actually an eight person. I was with the eight. I was with the grateful. I like these big dominant alliances, but I'm at the point now where we're coming up where now I'm really only now rooting for a few people. Really rooting for a few people. I like Nicole. I think Nicole is good. I like to see her go far. I like to see Cliff go far. Cliff what Cliff did this week has made me a fan of him. I really like Cliff. I like Tommy. I think Tommy is good. I kind of like Christy. I kind of like Christy, although she just her embellishments and everything, and that her ridiculous stuff about keep going on about her being a lesbian and all of that. I don't take shit from men and all of that bullshit. That gets kind of on my fucking nerves. And I kind of Holly and Sis are um I can deal with them. I can do without them. Right? They haven't done really anything yet, so it's something like that. And I like Jack too. I like Jack too. I think Jack has really turned around his game from week one. He's been playing it the right way. I think ever since week one, when he was very aggressive, and even the fact that Christy was like, "I'm not playing Jack's game." So even with that, I think that is that. So, but the rest of these guys can go. Nick and Sam and Jess and Mickey, they can go. I would like all of those guys to go, and if those guys can go, the other ones can stay. Let's battle it out. So that's where I'm at right now. Just if we can get Cliff, Nicole, Christy, and Tommy, and Jack, to jury, I'll be happy. And speaking of Jack, I've been very, very vocal. I think on here and also on Twitter. I've been very vocal about what I perceive to be the fake wokeness of this fan base, right? Fake wokeness of this fan base. And again, like I said, I think I talked about this last week, where I think this started in season 15, where every action against a person of color is, and everything that's said against a person of color is taken as that white person being racist. Or if it's a black person, recently, David didn't like Kimmy. Avi didn't like Kimmy. For the when it came to the house, and all of a sudden they're coons and everything like that. Fuck off. So anything done against a black person is not seen as it should not be seen as racist and racism and everything like that. So I just think it really sucks. Having said that, I also cannot defend when you do something like in 15 again. Aaron made a comment about Helen, who was Asian, and she's talking about go make rice. That's an ignorant comment to say. And Jack had an ignorant comment as well, this to say, they were talking about Bella, and it talked about something came up about pudding, and he mentioned rice pudding. I mean, come on, Jack. Especially when you've been warned that these people are out here taking everything that you say and making it a race thing, and then you basically take something to make it a race thing. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. So, um, you know, I, I personally don't believe that Jack is a racist. I don't believe that Jack is, he hates people of color. I believe that Jack is probably he does because I understand getting into that house and being with people that you at that time maybe don't not like, and also trying to be around people where maybe you say things that you would say with your friends that you wouldn't that you and you feel that these are your friends, so you would say it, but there are cameras and microphones everywhere, and it's going to be caught and put on the live feeds and possibly even television. You know, so I understand that, but I also think that you just have to be more realistic, especially since like you've been Jack, especially Jack should know better because he was warned. So again, like I said, I don't think he's a racist. I don't think he hates people of color, anything like that. But I cannot sit up here and say that that's for a fact. I can't sit up here and defend him. I can't sit up here and say, well, Jack's. If somebody out there says, well, Jack's a racist, I can't sit up here and defend it because he now has that. He actually has that comment, that racial comment. So I don't. So it just is what it is. So I try to defend him, but now that's a comment that he will have to answer for in many ways. He'll have to answer to Julie Chen for that comment. He'll have to answer to many other people when he gets out of the house over that comment. So that's that. All right, y'all. Post your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys have thought about this week's this week in Big Brother. What are your thoughts and opinions? Do you think Cliff made the right move? Making a move to try to get him further in the game. Do you think he made the wrong, or do you think he should have bounced the check? How do you feel about this almost divide between Nikki and Christie? And is shit about to hit the fan, as they say. And yeah, let me know what else you think. Did I miss anything that happened this week that that you thought was effective to the game? Let me know down in the comment section. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching, especially this one. This is a longer video because, like I said, this week was jam-packed with so much good stuff that this is a longer video. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate it so much. Usually I try to keep these like between 15 and 20, maybe at the most even 25, but this one is going a little bit longer than that. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy AJ Tripp signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.